Is that Tom Green?
There we go. No, that's my former team lead and his chicken, and he signed it. How do I feel about white elephant gift exchanges?
Okay, you got to define it a little bit. Well, not define it. I'm going to categorize it. Family.
We should explain what white elephant is in general, because not everyone's going to be familiar with it.
Fair enough.
So a white elephant gift exchange is where everyone brings a gift, and then you randomly decide who's going to open first. And when you open, you then have that gift, but people down the line can steal the gift from you. And depending on how you're playing, there's usually a limit on the number of times a gift can be stolen before it gets frozen. And so sometimes there's some great reactions when stuff gets stolen that people really wanted. And so you can do white elephants as a family. I've done it at a church party before. I've done it more often with
it's
coworkers.
Good for office parties and stuff because you're not having to pick something for somebody.
Exactly. Yeah. So like yesterday, I went to lunch with my former team, not my current work team, and we did a white elephant. And so you never know what you're going to get there. But like, as a for instance, because sometimes stuff will come back.
Why, for instance, tell us what you got. Come on. What'd you get?
That.
It's way Hello Kitty bookmark. It's way I don't know. It's way in the background. It's kind of what it looks like to me. I can't. I mean, it's I see white and like almost a red bow. So that's what I thought of. Get it.
I'll go get it.
Fetch.
It's funny. It's funny.
Okay. Is that
there's a glare?
Is that Tom Green?
There we go. No, that's my former team lead and his chicken, and he signed it. So it's a picture of my former team lead and his chicken, and he signed it.
It's autographed.
And so after it was done and no one stole this from me, he was like, "Joe, open up the back." And so I opened it up, and there was a Chick-fil-A
nice.
Gift card in there.
Nice.
But
okay, it's a great. So that's the thing about white elephant. You can go for the Devo site. Thought you look like Tom Green. Also, you can go for the funny present because people laugh, they joke, they'll don't you want to steal it, those kind of things. Or you can try to go for something you think everybody want to steal. Or the third option, I think, is you get something that you want to take home so that maybe you steal your own gift because you didn't want everybody else's stuff. It's options. That's all I'm saying.
I mentioned one at church.
Yes.
And apparently this was my first year living in this particular area, but apparently a returning white elephant gift was a bedpan. And so people were just laughing hysterically that the bedpan from the previous year had come back again. But then you mentioned funny gifts. That same year, white elephant, someone bought one of the, I think it was Spencer's, had the world's largest pair of underwear.
Okay.
And so that came back, and a bunch of the men, like 4 guys, fit in this one pair of underwear, and they took a picture in it and had fun with it.
Yeah.
But then there was more reasonable things like someone brought a couple of full crabs in an ice chest, like as the gift. But yeah, with my work one, he wasn't there this year because he's on a cruise, but there's one guy that he always just brings wine with one of those ugly Christmas sweater cozies on it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. I think that white elephants with the right crowd can be a lot of fun. With the wrong crowd, they're just boring and you're like,
yeah, that's my take on it as well. The first one I ever did was for one of the first EMS companies I worked for, and they did so even though we had 2 counties and we were supposed to work together, we almost never interacted. And it might as well have been a whole different company we just don't know that side of the company. But they had a joint Christmas party one year instead of the separate ones that they had. And so now I'm in a room with a bunch of people I don't know. And that most of them, because the other county was much larger, our county was much smaller as far as the team went. So like 2 or 3 people from my team went, and the rest of the 30 or 40 people were the other side of the company. And I had a buzz cut. I was first married very early on in EMS, and I had a shaved head basically. And I got stuck with this Conair set of hairbrushes and combs, which everybody thought was hilarious. I'm like, this is the crappiest gift I could go home with. You know, I was not happy with that at all. And I forget what it was, but I had a really cool gift that I'd stolen from somebody, and then somebody else stole it from me because I wasn't the last steal or whatever it was. But otherwise, yeah, right on it. I go to a friend's house, and we do one each year. And then the kids, like I said, a couple years ago, they discovered it, and they very much are into it. And last year, Ryland thought it was hilarious. And so I talked to him this year. It's like, either you got to up your game on the joke, but you did achieve what you were trying to do. We all kind of got serious gifts, like gifts we thought would be cool, and we were trying to fight over who'd win the White Elephant War, right? Whose present won. Mm-hmm. And we all got good ones, except he got this hot dog steamer for the microwave. It's probably like $5, but it was in the shape of like a weenie dog with a little weenie dog head and the tail sticking out the end of it. Okay. And so now that's competing with a tote, like one of our Dragon Con black totes with a yellow lid, tote full of snacks, which is what won. Erin did that one. She filled it up with all kind of snacks and drinks and stuff, and one kid got to have it, and they could part it out however they just so deemed. Crosby found a Lego like Glock gun that actually didn't work like a real gun, but once you put it was still sliding like a pretend gun, right? So that was cool. Okay. You know, I got like these wearable heating blankets because I knew the girls would go nuts over. And so there's all this stuff out there. It's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. This is kind of cool. And Oakland got stuck with the weenie dog. And he was so disappointed. And I felt bad, but that's kind of the game. And I already bought something for Oakland. Sometimes we buy some, like Aaron and I, if we want to, we'll buy stuff for the kids, you know, whatever. But I talked to Ryland this year. It's like, dude, it's still being talked about. Like as soon as this Christmas started coming, that stupid dog came up. And I said, but you might want to up your game. I told him, either you really want to make an impression, but not a crappy gift impression, a strong, funny gift impression, like an actual white elephant as a white elephant gift. Because it's a story, right? If you get a nice enough looking one, it doesn't have to be expensive, but a cheap one for Michael's, you know, somebody puts it on their mantle and goes, oh, you'll never, I'll get that at a white elephant, party, you know. So anyway, I'm looking forward to the chaos that's going to come on Christmas Eve with white elephants. And other than that, it's just my family. You're big in your church. Like you know that audience. For me, I was never connected to that kind of audience. So it almost terrifies me to think about going to a church white elephant.
Well, and so that one, I was a teenager at the time, and I didn't even realize it was going to be a white elephant until I got there. And I was like, I didn't bring anything, but some of the leadership who had organized it figured that people wouldn't realize it, and they brought several extra gifts. And they're like, okay, we need to put this many extra gifts in there because these people didn't realize or forgot or whatever. So there were still gifts for everyone, and I was allowed to participate even though I didn't bring a gift. So that was nice.